my channel. So today I will be setting up like our January budget, and there's some big changes coming to the budget. Well, a lot of changes coming to the budget, but I get to use my brand new planner, so I'm very excited about that. I did get the 7x9 Flora. I did all of this to one, get my monthly view set up, but then I came out with a monthly sampler page. So I was sampling out the stickers to see how well they fit and everything, and at the same time I took a video of me doing it so I could post it on my Etsy to show people how you can use it and how well they fit and everything. So I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. And then I did the same thing with my dashboard page here, as you can see. And then I guess we'll just hop right into it. So I feel like this looks different. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Okay, well, we'll do our budget over here. So all the stickers that you're going to see today are from my Etsy shop, and that will always be in the description box below. So I'll be using the main kit here. So we're going to start with our thick washi. As like our little base. And I'll grab this and get our like header script. And we'll put this down. Perfect. I do have my little like cheat sheet over here that I'll probably be looking at all the time throughout this video to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly, and I've done all the math last night when I put it together. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I always leave 3 spots open, one for me, one for Ethan, and one for like other or miscellaneous. And that's gonna be for like any returns that we have to do and whatnot. And I need, and I don't have it in here, my ruler to put lines in. But either way, we have 3 income types. So the first one and our main one is Ethan's income, my income, which is all variable, but his is like not fixed, but you can guess what he's gonna make. And then the last one is other. And then I like to use my thin washi here, and I think I'm gonna use these stripes to break it up. Just because I like to break up my income and expenses. And then on here, you'll see that I have expenses and total expenses, but then you'll see I have variable expenses and fixed expenses. And you can just use either one of them, like you can have all of your expenses under one, or you can split it up, variable and fixed, which that is what I do. So let's go ahead and put those down real quick. I cannot believe that we are already planning for January. Wow, I put this one on crooked, and there we go. I was gonna say there should be just a teeny tiny little gap in between. So I'll take you guys through. Let me zoom in a little bit. And first I'm gonna do my little lines here. And then for variable expenses, let's go through that. Our first one is groceries. Our second one is household, so like household items, toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, dishwasher stuff, anything like that. Next one is pets. If you're new to this channel, I do have 3 cats and 1 dog, and I talk about them all the time, and normally in the videos I have cats walking all over. Next up is eating out, which we've been trying to cut out pretty much completely. Last month we only went out once, and that was to Copper Top, and that was because it was my brother-in-law's birthday. But other than that, I don't think that we spent anything for eating out, which is amazing. Next up is allowances, so what we allow ourselves to spend throughout the month. Next up is NYSEG, which is our electric and gas. After that, I have sinking funds. After that, I have credit cards. And then after that, I must have forgotten car/gas for the car. I also apologize for like this weird shadow thing. My table is a mess right now from wrapping paper and everything from gifts still. I just have been so busy with the holiday and getting everything ready and trying to clean up the house, but also running my Etsy business. So yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. So I'm gonna get to that later today, but I had to get this video up. I was gonna try to clean it off before, but it's just gonna take forever. So just bear with me this one video, and I promise next video it'll be better. And then the last one is unbudgeted. And that is what we have for our variable expenses. I'll fill in the amounts in just a second. And then we're gonna do our fixed expenses. So the first one is our mortgage. Next up is my car insurance, health insurance. If you're new here, I do pay my mom for car insurance, health insurance, and our phones. We're still on her plan. And then next up is internet. Then Spotify, Hulu, and then Best Buy, which Best Buy is like our only debt other than mortgage. I mean, I guess you can say that my car is debt, but there's no goal to pay it off because it's a lease. So I don't really consider it debt. It's just another monthly bill at that point. And, hi, Reva. He's coming to visit me. So our only debt is our mortgage and our Best Buy credit card. Over here you do see credit cards, but we pay those off completely every single month. So they're not really debt. It's not really debt because we don't carry over anything. I'm gonna flip this around, and I'm really happy because in March we will no longer have this because February will be our last month paying on that Best Buy credit card finally. So I'm really excited about that. So let me go ahead and put my lines in here. let's just finish up putting our stickers down, and then we'll get into the numbers. And then the last part that I use on here is potential savings. Okay. So now let's get into all of the numbers. So for groceries, we used to budget $240, and that was like, I think it was $60 a week that I was budgeting for. And so for the people that are new here, it's just me and my husband. We meal plan and we meal prep and everything, and we shop at Aldi, so we are able to keep our groceries like very low, because I know looking at this, you're like, how the heck do you survive off of $240 for groceries? And I just I do Instacart as like a side job, and so once I'm done shopping for 5-6 people a day or whatever, I do not feel like shopping for myself. It is such a chore now. I used to love grocery shopping, and now it's just so like, ugh. So I shop 2 weeks at a time, and I have been seeing this consistent pattern where I'm spending $100 each time I go, and I'm buying for 2 weeks. So, and it's not always $100. Sometimes it's $70, sometimes it's $80, sometimes it's $110. It just depends on the week. So I'm going to try to budget $200 for groceries this month, and we are going to see how well that works out. I think it's going to be fine, because the only thing that we have going on this month is it is my birthday this month, and then next month is Ethan's birthday, which is my husband. So I think that will pretty much be okay with this amount, but we'll see. I'm just going to test it out. For household, I'm going to budget $25, because we just got a bunch of things like a month or two ago. We bought a bunch of like laundry detergent and Ziploc bags and everything else. The only thing that we're running low on is Clorox wipes. So that's about the only thing that I can think that we need. So I budgeted $25, thinking, okay, this will probably be enough for the month or more. But, you know, it always happens that you're like, oh, we don't need anything, and then you always end up needing more than what you expect. For pets, I am budgeting $100, and that is our Chewy order for our dog food is around $66. Cat food is normally $21, and then cat litter is, I found this cat litter that I actually like. It's not the one that I want to switch to, but because the one that I want to switch to is so popular, it's always out of stock. So while I wait for it, I found another one that I really like, and it's like $5 for 20 pounds. So I plan on getting that 2 to 3 times, so it should be somewhere around $100. We'll see how we do with that. Eating out, I used to budget $100 to $125. I'm knocking us down to $60, and that is because we're trying to eat a little bit healthier. So we will be meal planning and meal prepping, and one of our favorite meals is chicken, rice, and vegetables, and it is so cheap to make, and I can literally come home, cook up a bunch of mixed vegetables, cook up a bunch of chicken, and cook up a bunch of rice, and then I divide it into a bunch of meal prep containers, and then we literally have it for the week, and that is how I save money on groceries and eating out. So all in all, I'm saving money in many different places. These two alone, I'm saving anywhere between $80 and $100 a month by doing that. Allowances, I normally give us $100 each, but because of the holiday and us overspending, not overspending because we didn't overspend, we were literally like right on the money. See, I told you guys I constantly have a cat with me right now. I have Luna. Hi. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could see this right now. She was just sticking out her tongue. Oh, thank you. She's giving me kisses right now. Oh, there you go. Now you can see her. Yep, there was Luna. Hi. Thank you for the kisses. So normally I give us $100 each for allowances, but this month I'm giving us $100 total. So me and Ethan will be getting $50 each. And that is because I don't want anything. I don't need to buy anything. You know, Christmas was just here. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm sorry. Now, of course, Leela is drinking water. The cat was just playing with the curtain. I can't. Anyways, so I don't really need anything. I don't really want anything. There's nothing specific that I want to buy. And Ethan last month literally spent $14.99. So we're clearly not even coming close to the $100 that I'm allowing us to spend each. So I have bumped it down to $50 each, and we'll see how that goes. I'm more of the spender than Ethan by far. NICEAG, so our electric and gas, I'm going to budget $160. I'm not really sure what it's going to be. It's been around 150. I'm doing 160 just because we have the heat on, but I don't even think it's gonna be that much because I don't even think it's gonna be that much because it's been warm here. So I apologize. I told you I always have cats. But it's been warm here, so the heat hasn't been kicking on as much as it used to. So like last year, if I took last year's bill, it was somewhere around 200 or something like that. But it was also freezing last year here in New York. But this year it's been like in the 40s. Like yesterday and Christmas Day was 40 degrees, which is unheard of. Normally it's like in the teens or maybe the 20s or something. So it's been crazy, especially because like it's a warm 40 where Ethan could go outside in a shorts and a tank top and totally be fine for a few minutes, which is crazy. Sinking funds is going to be $260. And we have a plan for sinking funds that I will talk about later. Credit cards, I asked Ethan specifically what he had on his credit card, and I looked at specifically what I had on my credit card. So we owe $112.32, and I know that's his Christmas on my credit card, but I think his credit card will have his Christmas on it next month. Gas for the car, I'm budgeting $180. I normally do $130 for gas, but I need to get an oil change this month, so I'm adding another $50 on it. And then unbudgeted, of course, we are budgeting $0 because we don't want anything unbudgeted, but I leave that there as a little placeholder because I know things do happen. And then over at our fixed expenses, our mortgage is $850.26. My car is $319. My car insurance is $91.83. So this just went down in I think September or October. It used to be over $100, but then after my car accident, because I was doing Instacart and some weird stuff with the insurance, they were like, yeah, we can't have that. So we got new insurance and it went down like $20 for me every month, so that's really nice. Health insurance went up by $12.66. So I used to budget $174.12, but now I'm budgeting $186 $178, which is normal for health insurance to go up. Our phones are staying at $129.99 as far as I know. Ethan has been trying to get me to upgrade my phone because there's this really good deal and it would only raise it by like $18 or something like that. But I'm like, nothing's wrong with my phone. So I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max and he's trying to get me to go with the 13. He has the 12, but internet went down $10, I think, last month. So it is now $69.99. It used to be $79.99. However, when they just took it out, I think it's the switch of the bill cycle. It's weird. They only charged us like $64.33. Like, it was something weird. It used to be $79.99. They said it would be $69.99 now. And then they didn't even charge us that. So I don't know what's going on. Spotify is $9.99. And as far as I know, it's sticking to that. Hulu did go up from $64.99 to $69.99. I got lucky last month because they said that if you pay your bill after December 21st, then it will apply the $69.99, but ours doesn't come out until it's like the 16th or the 19th or something like that. So we just missed it. So we last month we only had to pay the $64.99, which was really nice. And then Best Buy is $83.70. So we will only be paying this month and in February, but February will be our last payment. So we will be saving over $80 every month after February, which is going to be so nice. So our total for our fixed expenses is $1,810.83. And then I didn't do the total for over here, but our total for variable expenses is $1,197.32. So I'm hoping that we can actually really stick to that pretty good. Estimated for income is going to be $35, and that's because my mom shares the Hulu Live account with us. So she gives us $35 a month because that's half. So we'll pay $35 and she pays $35, and that'll be $70 for the month. So that's the only other income that I'm thinking of. And then I'm just gonna quickly set up the weekly check-in. Okay, I usually go through and see the weeks. So depending on how many on the weekly check-ins, I do have 5 weeks, but I only ever use 4. Just because of the way that the months lay out. I check in on Fridays. So it's always like Friday to Thursday. So this one's gonna be, or what is it? Yeah, Friday to Thursday. Yeah. So, well, no, it would be, I don't know. So this one's gonna be obviously the first. I guess it would be Saturday to Friday. So the 1st through the 7th is going to be my week 1. So 1-1 through 1-7. So then our week 2 is going to start with 1-8 through that following Friday, which is the 14th. So 1-14. And then it's going to be 1-15 through, it should be 1-21, right? Yep. And then 1-22 through 1-28. So, yep, 1-28. So then the last few days, the 29th, 30th, and 31st, will just be like floaters, like little floating days. sometimes I'll like put it in, but since the 31st is on a Monday, I will just be doing my results on that Monday. So I'll take whatever I had left on Friday and I'll just see what I did the next 3 days and add it in, and that will be in my results video. So that's how I handle that. Then I just have a couple more things to set up with you guys. Okay, I'm back again. I had to let the dog back in. So on this page, we will be setting up our sinking funds, and I'm also going to do a savings tracker this month too. But, oh, yep, and here comes Mr. Levi, of course. Like I said, always have cats in the videos with me. Where is my sinking funds? Did I not bring one over? Guys, I am a mess. I have a transaction log, but I don't have my savings and sinking, so I'll be right back. Okay, once again, I am back. Of course, now I can't talk. These ended up just being on the floor after I just searched my whole office for them. So we'll put down our sinking funds right here. And our sinking funds have some changes to them too. I don't know why I'm having such trouble putting these down today. There we go. Okay, so let me flip my page here and see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I need 9 spaces for my sinking funds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. So we do have some changes, and I mean, even the littlest thing is like changing. Well, I've added like one more category. I've taken out 3 different categories, and I'm actually going to alphabetically like put them in alphabetical order. And so our first one is going to be Christmas, because after this Christmas season, I realized that I used to do like house gifts and then like clothing and blah 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 and getting into it. So gifts was baby showers, weddings, Christmas, birthday gifts, Father's Day, Mother's Day, cards, gift cards, anything. It was anything. And I realized that we had more than what we expected this year with weddings and babies and bridal showers and baby showers and everything else. So I decided to split Christmas into a different category other than gifts, because then after everything, you know, Christmas is the last thing. So it got the bottom of the barrel, and we had like less than $300 to work with this year, which really stunk, but we made it work. And so I decided to do Christmas in a separate category this year. So first up is Christmas, next up is clothing, and that's going to be for Ethan, and then clothing for me. Then after that is entertainment. And then after that is gifts. So Christmas is going to be, you know, anything Christmas. Gifts, wrapping paper, tissue paper, bags, gift cards, anything baking. If we have to bring something, like we spent like $30 on Christmas Eve because last minute the person that's hosting like the party and everything was like, oh, I forgot like rye bread and dip, and like, can you bring an appetizer and stuff? So I was like, yeah, no problem. And we ended up spending like $30 at Wegmans before we left to go to the party, and like that was Christmas related, and it still came out of like our family budget as groceries, even though it wasn't really for us. So that's why I'm changing this up this year. Then after gifts is house. So anything to do with the house, if we want to do any upgrades, if we want to do any renovations, if we want to add on a deck, if we want to do some landscaping, anything like that, put in new floors, I don't know. But it's also for like, say the dishwasher breaks, or we need to buy filters for the furnace and stuff like that. So it's also home maintenance. And then after house is medical. And for right now, I'm just funding it for my prescriptions, but eventually, when we start bringing in more money, I'll fund it more, because Ethan wants LASIK eventually. So for LASIK eye surgery, it's like $3,000. So eventually we are going to add a lot to medical so he can get LASIK whenever that is possible. Next up is pets. So anytime that they need to go to the vet, or if there's ever an emergency, or, you know, if there's a bunch of extra money in here, which right now we're not even funding it. But if we ever do fund it, it's just like right now after the holidays, I was like, let's just take a break and let's just do the basics that we need. So that's what we're doing. So we're not funding it this month, but this is for vet appointments, or if we have extra in here at some point and we don't have room in the budget for the pets, then we can just dip into this and stuff like that. And next up is vacation. And we just went on vacation this summer, and with just the way that things are getting again, I don't see us going on vacation anytime soon. So we will not be funding that this month either. But we might start funding it, because like if we do something in the summer if it's just like, you know, like a little weekend getaway for our anniversary, which is in August, then at least we could do that and pull it out of there. Or, you know, if we're just traveling somewhere for the day, but we get gas and we go out to eat and whatever else, then we can always pull from the vacation fund, you know, anything like that. And then eventually save up enough to go on like an actual vacation, hopefully when things start turning around. So I don't have the beginning balances right now because I have not closed out the December budget. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of have. So I can always go grab my other planner. Let me put in what we're gonna add this month at least, and then maybe I'll go and no, I'm just gonna go grab the planner. Okay. So I've got my December planner here now, and I haven't closed it out completely, but you guys can see that I have pretty much closed it out, and I've got it kind of here. I was gonna wait until I did my December results and stuff with you guys. I think that's gonna be on Friday. So I was trying to wait, but I think we're good. We're fine. So for Christmas, I'm going to say 0, because obviously Christmas hasn't we haven't had this fund yet, so we're gonna say 0. Ethan's clothing is gonna start at $20 because we added in $20 last month. He did spend like $13 and some change on some pajama pants, but they ended up not fitting, so we need to return those. So in the end, he'll end up being like at 20 because he didn't spend anything realistically. I'm starting with 20. Entertainment, we go and see a movie every month. Right now we are beginning with $14.76. For gifts, we are currently over budget by $4.14 from Christmas. So I'm gonna put that in the gifts because, you know, like, we want as much for Christmas as possible, and this is a new one. So I'm gonna put the negative 14 or 414 here, and we don't have like something every single month for that, so I know that it's gonna build back up. House, let's see, what are we starting with? We didn't spend anything for the house this month, which is good. So we are at $4,207.77. For medical, we did not spend anything last month, but we added in $20, so we're at 20. For pets and vacation, they're both going to be 0 because we have not funded that. We just emptied out the pets and the vacation in November. So that's going to be that. This, I will put the 414 in red here with some parentheses around it to let me know that that is in the negative for right now. Then for Christmas, every month we'll be adding in $80. For Ethan's clothing and my clothing, we will each get $20. I know Ethan is going to need some new jeans soon, so that's why I'm adding in there. Entertainment, like I said, every month we go on a movie date, and that's usually around $22 to $24, depending on the time and stuff that we go. So we'll be adding in $25 this month for entertainment. And then next up is gifts, and every month we'll be adding in $25, so that should be enough to buy a $25 gift or whatever. I do think that in January I'm going to sit down and write down like all of the birthdays and like all of the cards that I need to get, and I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna buy them all at once and then just keep them in my office, because I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, oh, I thought that I bought a birthday card and then I didn't, and then they ended up getting a gift without a card, and then I just have to be like, oh, sorry about that. So I think I'm gonna do that, which will come out of the gifts again. But house, normally we do $100, but like I said, after the holidays we need to chill a little bit, so we're still gonna put in $75. For medical, we're gonna put in $15. That should cover any like costs for any prescriptions or any co-pays or anything like that. And then this month, we're not gonna worry about pets or vacation. So in the end, we are adding in $260 this month for sinking funds, and I still don't have the actual balance here, so let me grab my calculator. Okay, so I've got my red pen too. So gifts is negative $4.14. So for only one of them to be over budget is really good, and for it to only be $4 is really nice. So we have $20, $14.76. Then we're gonna minus 414 plus 4207.77 plus 20. So we are starting with a balance of $4,278.39. And I just trued that up last month in December because we were about $1,000 off, so I must have missed something along the way. So I just trued that up and basically emptied out almost everything. Like Ethan had probably over $50 in clothing, and then I bumped it down to nothing. Like everything got zeroed out, and then the rest came out of the house. So we're trying to just build everything back up, even if it's slow. Next up is going to be a savings tracker, and this is something that is completely different because we've never done this before. But I'm going to show you what we're gonna do with it, which is normally not what I would use this for. Like obviously this would be for my savings account, but I'm gonna change this up and do what I want with it. And that's what's great about these stickers, is even if I made them for one reason, you can still use them for a different reason. And that just goes to show you guys that if you buy my stickers, you don't have to use them the way that I use them. You can put your own spin on them and everything. So what I'm going to do is instead of date here, I'm going to cross this out and I'm going to put category. And what I plan on doing is putting taxes here, which used to be in sinking funds, Ethan's name here, which also used to be in sinking funds, and then my name here, which also used to be in sinking funds. And I'm doing it this way because I want to track anything that we put away, because obviously Instacart and like Etsy and stuff does not take taxes out, so I have to do it myself. So this is how I'm going to track it, because it was messing with my sinking funds. Like I was like, oh, I'm putting this much amount away, and then at the end of the month I would end up having to put more away because of taxes, and if we didn't spend all of our allowance, I would put away the remaining amount, and then it would just add up and everything, and then I would always obviously be over budget for sinking funds because I didn't know how much I was going to make, so I didn't know how much I was going to put away, I didn't know how much we were going to spend, so I didn't know how much we were going to save, and everything like that. So it's just ridiculous. So right now with taxes, we are beginning with $774. And then at the end of the month, I'll say if I put anything in, and then obviously if I do my taxes in January, which normally we do taxes in February. So I'll probably have a 0 here, and then it'll be what I began with plus what I added that month, I'll get my ending. And then in February, if I do my taxes then and I have to pay, then it'll be taxes, and then if I added anything that month, and then what I had to pay, and then I'll get my ending, and so on. And for Ethan and me, I drained our accounts as well to true up the sinking funds, so we're both going to start with 0. So this month we're getting $50 each. So say Ethan only spends $20, he still has $30 remaining at the end of the month. I'm not going to roll that over to the next month. I'm going to put it in his savings. And so I'm going to track it that way. So at the end of the month, I'll put that he spent $30, or that he, didn't spend $30. So we're adding it to the savings. And then of course he'll have $30 ending this month. But if I give him $50 and he ends up spending, say, $60, I'll say, okay, we didn't add anything in, but he did go over $10, so I'm taking $10 out of his savings. So that's how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to end this with a thin washi, just because. It's more decorative. And then last but not least, we'll set up our transaction log. And this will be quick because obviously I do have one transaction and I will actually put it in here, but this part should be fairly quick. Put down the header, and then we'll put down this sticker. And then my one transaction was actually in December, but I'm going to count it for January. And that is, so I'm going to put 1-1 for the date. The amount was $4.30. It's going to come out of our Christmas category, because it was wrapping paper and like tissue paper wrapping, and I'm gonna say 50% off because that's when I got it, and that's why I want to put it for January's Christmas, because this wrapping paper and stuff is for next year's, obviously, wrapping. So then I'm going to end this with another thin washi down here. I'll probably just put it all the way at the bottom. Okay, so that is it, guys. That is all that I have for you. That is it for all of my setup. And if you lasted through this video, then I appreciate you so much. But this is what our budget is going to look like for January. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to continue watching our budgeting journey, any plan with me's, behind the scenes of an Etsy shop owner and stuff like that, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys on Thursday for a plan with me. Bye, guys.